JJ, we saw you were dealing with an ankle injury a few weeks ago. What percent do you think would you say you were playing at against Arkansas, and where are you at right now?
I feel like I was 100%. I mean, I was out there like usual, just I did precaution stuff, around the facility, but I felt really good going in Arkansas, and I felt like I played good as well.
Obviously, transfer portal kind of brings new challenges, new emotions. It's your turn to kind of have those emotions going back to Auburn for the first time.
Yes, sir.
What's this week going to be like for you?
Like any other week, I know Coach talked to me and he was just telling me just treat it as any other game and any other week and go dominate and do what I do. And obviously, I played there for 2 years and it's just gonna be great. A lot of emotions going in, but at the end of the day, we got to go in there in a hostile environment and get a win.
I heard fight songs, a lot of crowd stuff. You've been there. What can you kind of give both sides of the ball in terms of what to expect? I mean, outside of just experiencing it at practice.
It's gonna be real loud. I mean, like I said, I played there 2 years, and I mean, they got a great atmosphere, and it's gonna be a hostile environment. So we just gotta be on great communications and just have little keys for offense and defense, and go in there and get a win.
Obviously, having been previously recruited at Auburn as kind of a tight end, halfback, Swiss Army knife, kind of like what you did at Oxford, then moving to the defensive line. Can you just remind us of just that whole process of just becoming a full-time defensive lineman and all that, and just kind of what was that process like, if you recall?
I know it was pretty difficult first time, just not familiar with the position and just being on offense my whole life. But I felt like God put me in a position where I could choose to be selfish or unselfish for that team. And I feel like he put me in a great position where I am now. And I feel like the coaches at Auburn and here just done a great job with me. Just being able to sprinkle in things and also maybe saying like tight end knowledge with D-line knowledge so I can just pick it up quicker and understand it more.
And obviously, Lane coming in late just kind of around signing day. I know they were kind of late getting to you, but knowing what you did then, was Ole Miss at the time asking you to play a similar role?
Yes, sir. I know they wanted me to play offense as well when I was getting recruited, so it was both ways.
Lane was, Lane was talking about how Auburn analytically is a different team at home. You played there wearing an Auburn uniform. How much did you, when you were playing for them, feed off the crowd? How much different did you notice Auburn was at home as opposed to on the road?
I feel like the crowd plays a big part of just the environment and the energy that when I was there we brought. I mean, no matter what our record was or what the score was, we felt the energy from the crowd. Definitely at home, we felt like we could go undefeated there. So, again, they trying to find things on the offense and defensive side, and I know they're gonna have the crowd and energy with them. So, and then they got a ranked team coming in. So, our mindset is to treat it as any other game. Use the crowd as our energy and juice, and just try to get out of there again with a dub.
From what you've seen on tape so far, what can you kind of tell us about Auburn's offense and what stands out to you?
They got a great run game, and they, like I said, still trying to figure out a couple of things, but I know at home things can go their way. They play Georgia tough, so you just never know, and like it's just SEC football at the end of the day.
AJ, you were talking a little bit before about transitioning to the defensive line. I mean, that's something that people at this level have had, years of. Do you feel like you're still learning, or have you mastered that at this point?
Of course, like I feel like I heard one quote where if you feel like you master something, you won't never get to, grow beyond your talent. So I just try to consume everything that my coach tells me, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't start off at the D-line position because you got some guys that maybe just think they know it all or something like that. But I feel like Jordan do a great job of just, again, sprinkling in things that help me out.
I know come game day you're going to be blocking out the noise, but just going in, do you expect to be welcomed back with open arms?
I don't have no clue. I know I had like a couple people reach out to me and just saying they're glad to see me play again, but I feel like it'll be a welcome home from the friends and family members that I met there.
JJ, if you don't mind, take us back 2 years ago when this matchup happened, obviously, with a new head coach, primetime game. Going back to that game, if you recall, I mean, did that kind of feel like y'all's Super Bowl at that point in the season, knowing what Ole Miss was coming in with at the time?
Yeah, sir. I mean, like I said, we was lose on the losing streak, and Ole Miss coming in high. I think they were ranked top 10 maybe at that point. So we knew they were coming to a hostile environment. So again, we use the energy against them. But I feel like this year in this team, like we blocked out so much noise from the outside, like just things not even from the stadium, just other stuff, and just stuck together as a team, and we're closer as a unit. So I feel like it's a great advantage for us. There you go.
Thanks.